has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
After all that, I feel like Darkest Dungeon is kind of a silly title. Hey guys, welcome. As you've heard, we are playing some Darkest Dungeon for the next undisclosed period of time here on the channel. I'm the Comic Foil, and oh, hey, look at this. It actually kept my old files. This was a testing file that I made, and this was, I think, also a testing file that I made a long time ago when I was trying out the specs of my PC. But anyway, we are going to start a new... Ooh. Look at all the DLCs I have. Yeah, so we're going full DLC on this, which includes the Crimson Court, which I've never done anything with. District system. Upgrade your hamlet by building all new structures in addition to the original buildings. The 2 new classes, and the Color of Madness DLC. That means there's going to be a lot of stuff that I just don't recognize. So let's start the campaign. We have 3 difficulty settings. Normal campaigns. This is the original, the darkest. There's a blood moon where everything just gets awful. And Radiant campaign is kind of a lot nicer. We're going to go with the normal difficulty, which is the darkest. And we actually get to pick what our family name is, the homestead. So this is going to be the homestead of the Foil family, you see. So let's head on in. First we need to take a ride into town. If you're wondering about the time period here, this is set probably it's like the early gunpowder age.
It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
They won't be that bad. Oh, I hope that thing doesn't show up.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So the crazy innkeeper, who also drives the cart, turned too hard because he's a drunk driver. The caretaker, that's it. And the caretaker With the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Luckily, I did not come by myself. I hired 2 mercenaries to escort me here. So we have map navigation, good. I might kind of want to look at the tutorial stuff because it's been a while since I've played this. I wouldn't say I'm a veteran, but I have played a lot of the vanilla version of this game. So we have Renauld here and Dismas. They're always the 3 that it gives you. Am I allowed to rename them right now? Yes, I am, because they are not going to be simply nameless warriors who pass by our humble hamlet. They are going to be you, the subscribers who are joining me on this mission. So our first one is going to be... Let me check my chart here. Tanuki Player, a fellow Let's Player. You should go... Or, video maker. She doesn't do a lot of Let's Plays, but she does great character analyses, and she wishes to be known as Lady Robyn. Yeah, check out her channel too, link in the description. She plays a lot of fighting games, she does character studies, game reviews, all kinds of stuff like that. You're a Crusader. Right now you have a Smite skill, which is especially good against Undead, or versus Unholy. Zealous Accusations, which is a ranged move. We got Stunning Blow, that's what I really like for the Crusader. And we have Bulwark of Faith, so you can buff your own defense for a little while. We have only a little bit of food, so we gotta be careful. And our other member is the Highwayman. The Highwayman, Dismiss, as the default name is, comes in with a knife and a pistol, or maybe it's a short sword, tiny little blade. No, I'm thinking it's a knife. But I'm thinking your name is not Dismiss. Let me check my chart here yet again. This is going to be Shadowblade Fangblitzer, which I do not think is going to entirely fit in here. Fang? No, not quite. So, do you want to be Shadowblade or Fangblitzer? For now, I'm going to keep you as Shadowblade, but if you'd prefer Fangblitzer, let me know in the comments, my man. So what do you have working with here? You have a pistol shot, which is a ranged attack. It's very good if an opponent is marked, though I don't know if I have a way to mark opponents yet. Tracking shot, ranged, bypass stealth, and de-stealth. Oh yeah, stealth is a newer thing in the game, so I'm going to have to learn what that's about. The Grape Shot hits a bunch of things, and Open Vein, which is a melee attack which can cause bleeding, which is good. They also have camping skills. We're not going to get too far into those yet, but also characters have quirks. So, let's start with Lady Robyn, actually. Lady Robyn has the Warrior of Light, so you get plus 10 damage if the torch is above 75%. You like when it's light out, which I think we're starting with 100% torch. That goes out over time, so... for you, I'm going to want to try and keep you in the light and keep the torch lit. But you're God-fearing, which is in town, you will only pay for stress relief. That will come into play later. And, oh, you're a kleptomaniac. I gotta tell you, Lady Robyn, that is my least favorite negative quirk to have in the entire game. So we're going to have to do something about that, because you got sticky fingers. Wow, for a righteous Crusader, that's an awful habit. Shadowblade looks a little bit more on the positive side. You get some resistance to stun thanks to your hard noggin, and you get plus 2 speed thanks to your quick reflexes, but you're also a known cheat, so you're not allowed to gamble while you're in town. So, yeah, neither of you are going to gamble in town because you only like to pray. But yeah, we are going to head out. Let's check the map here. I think it's only a straight path to get out of here.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna
dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
We're gonna fight a few brigands along the way, but it's gonna be alright. Kill the enemy, thank you. Alright, we'll keep our items open here in case we want to, like, eat some food at some point. But Dismiss, or Shadowblade, is going to get the first move. So, as you can see here, do you see the little yellow dots and the red dots above the names? That determines what you're able to hit. To do these moves, you have to be in one of the positions of the yellow dots. You always, your walking order is very important in this. So right now, Lady Robyn the Crusader is in the front, and Shadowblade is in the second position. So he is able to do this move from the second or the third position. And the red dots show what enemies it can hit, because right now the brigand is in their side's first position. It'll make more sense the more you see it. So we're going to do this. We're going to open a vein, and that did a lot of damage to him. We can see his HP. I think we're going to take this guy right the heck out.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And we got some loot. What do we got? We got some gold off him. You know, might as well. We're going to need all the help we can get at Foil Mansion. So the story of this game... Let's check what's in there. Alright, we'll take that.
Unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Now, because you're a kleptomaniac, Robyn, it means that you're known to take random items away that the party then can't have.
The owner has returned.
So it basically
is no longer welcome.
It basically like gets rid of some items that you could have. So we got 12 HP on this guy, and we got 35 HP on this guy. No defense or anything though. What do we have? Tracking shot, which is ranged, and it'll it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it gives... Oh, after he does it, he gets increased damage on his future attacks. I got a pistol shot, so I think I want to try and take out the smaller guy first and take out their action economy. So Shadowblade, shoot this guy. Oh, you're right out of there. Good job. Good crit. Got a point-blank shot. That's going to hurt. And as you can see, that actually moved, that changed our positions, which is kind of unfortunate. We can have Lady Robyn move back to the front if we want, but that would take up her action, so instead we're just going to keep attacking. I don't think this is going to affect us too badly. So let's go for the stun here. If you can look under resistances of the enemy, it's a 50% chance. They have a 50% stun resistance. So this has a 100% chance to stun, but his resistance lessens that by 50. So we got a 50% chance to stun. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, we got it. So he's going to lose his next turn. And we are going to try and also bleed him out, which works. So he's going to take some damage over time. He also got debuffed. So he has less bleed resistance, and he's a little slower, so that's great. Now, after you come off a stun, you actually get extra stun resistance for one turn. That's a anti-annoyance factor to keep you from getting stun locked. So right now, he has a resistance of 100%. There's no chance that we have of stunning him. So instead, we are just going to smack him. We got a big guy guarding the road trying to steal our stuff. So let's keep opening a vein on this guy. Now let's see if we can stack any bleed on him. Yeah, now he has extra bleed, so he's losing 4 damage per turn. This guy is way the heck out of here.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Alright, and we completed the quest. After we do that, we can return to town at any time. But I'm going to continue adventuring because I want to open this chest first. Oh no, and it's just trapped. So you got... What happened to you? Did you get... I did not see what happened to you. I guess it wasn't anything too bad, though. You're okay. Let's put you back in the front, but we don't really have to. There's no reason to do that because we are done. That's this entire first intro dungeon. So we did it. It is actually possible to lose both heroes on that opening mission, and that doesn't end the game. It just means that you're starting the game proper with no warriors, which is very unfortunate. And you both leveled up. You went from level 0 to level 1. The levels go from 0 to 6. And Shadowblade got a negative quirk, you're enlightened, so in town you will only meditate for stress relief. That's not so bad. That's doable. So let's head to the hamlet, the town of Foil.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So they give us a whole bunch of quests here that's kind of like guiding us on what kind of missions we want to try and do. which includes a bunch of brand new stuff that I don't know. So I played this game a lot, but it was vanilla, and I wouldn't say I was an expert or anything like that, but okay, help wanted where you may. On any screen in the game, you can press H to get help. Great. Also, characters say little things up here. Keep an eye out for that. They call them barks. What they say depends on their situation, and also each class has a completely different set of things that they'll talk about. So not everything, I mean, the hamlet is like completely in ruin right now, and you know, my old manor is up there. Yeah, Lady Robyn is raring to go, but so I can't use the sanitarium yet, can't use the tavern, can't use the abbey. I can go to the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
So there's the caretaker. He's laughing at the thought of death. Death is funny, but nobody's in the graveyard yet, so that's good. Can't use the guild, and can't use the blacksmith, and can't use the survivalist yet. But the most important place is going to be the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
So
all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Every time you take a mission, it's basically considered a week of travel, and every week also new people are going to come in, and it always gives you at the beginning a Vestal and a Plague Doctor.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
All the buildings here are also upgradable, and you upgrade using these things that you find in the dungeons, basically different antiques. You can find busts and portraits and deeds and crests and this new thing, shards, used for things not quite of this world. That's also new, so that'll be interesting. But I can upgrade things right now, actually. So I can upgrade it so that it increases the number of available heroes every time to 3, and it can increase the size of your roster to 13. Right now I can have up to 10 at a time. So, I mean, I say let's go for it because it's going to be really helpful. So I'm going to give myself, next week 3 more heroes will come, and the hero barracks.
Great heroes can be found even here,
so,
in the mud and rain.
Like when I did XCOM, please, if you are interested in this at all, comment below. Let me know if you'd like to be one of my characters in this. Comment below, give me a name to use, and even if you have a preferred class, I'll try and get you in as the class that you want to be. So let's see what else that we have that's not locked here.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Yeah, so she has collectible trinkets that I could buy, though I don't have nearly enough gold yet, and that's just not what I want to spend my time on. Increase the number of trinkets and reduce trinket costs. Tempting, but I'm going to save my crests for other upgrades.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
And this shows me all the different bosses. Oh, all the Crimson Court stuff. Okay. Explore the courtyard, burn the hives, dismiss the Baron, unseat the Viscount, dispose the Countess, and the Color of Madness. Explore the farmstead, defeat the Miller, defeat the Sleeper. Yeah, there's all kinds of new stuff here. Yikes. This is all the old stuff. The Ancestors' Faith. These are all the old bosses. All of these bosses, you actually fight each of them 3 times, and they get harder each time. And each of them kind of has a story behind them, which is pretty cool. How are we doing on time here? It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to call it here, but don't worry, I'll be back with a new episode real soon. Until then, this has been the Comic Foil, and I will catch you in the next one. Please, give me comments below, join my team. We're going to need help, this is going to get bad, people are going to die. It's going to be awesome.